it is finally here. The official longest Backrooms Explained video on the YouTube platform. When this level was discovered, actually. But what is known is that a ton of people have entered this level at least one time by complete accident. And you'll learn how later in the video. The level itself is made up of what seems to be an endless cluster of bathrooms. The bathrooms themselves, well, they look like bathrooms, in the toilet? Obviously. I don't know what you're expecting. Wash your hands? They look like just public bathrooms that you've seen before in like a store or like a bathroom center. You know what they look like. Except these have a very lonely and empty feeling to them. Most of them have stalls and sinks and towel dispensers and that sort of thing as well. Just the regular old bathroom stuff. And all of the things in these rooms work like they normally should. You know, the paper towels come out, the water runs, everything works. And normally each of the bathrooms has two different exit doors in them.
Let's see what other... Oh, level 1000. Wow.
So level -1000 is classified as a class undetermined difficulty because it is too broken and warped and volatile to even classify properly. It's made up of a bunch of gray hallways that kind of look like a castle in a way, with huge windows that are shoved into the side of the walls. The hallway itself that you spawn in is very glitchy and warping, of course. I know I've said that about a billion times this video, but it's true. It's so glitchy, in fact, that it's hard to photograph and it's hard to get any video or audio because it literally just almost isn't real.
Okay,
so walking to the end of the hallway you spawn in, you'll find a side of it, the more fake it'll actually look, but you'll be under the level spell and trance, so you won't be able to tell it. At the start of the level where you begin, the houses look like they're from real life, but eventually they'll get to where they look completely fake, like a small display someone made for a project at school.
Diorama house level.
Think they're real. As I said earlier, the level plays a soft, cartoony sound through the whole thing, which this might be the source of the trance. We're not really sure. We're also not sure where the sound comes from.
When is he going to start talking about the cum room? What the f?
So here we have a whole level that looks like an uncanny I Spy Dr. Seuss.
What about this one?
That everything is dark. The walls, the ceiling, the atmosphere, it's all this heavy, dark energy. The light on this level is non-existent, and all of the light you're going to see is going to come from your own flashlight or your own light source that you bring, so don't forget to bring one. The walls seem to be made out of some kind of large black and white tile, similar to the pool rooms, but again, not the exact same.
Is it the clown rooms? What the f?
These are bigger and fatter. When you wake up in the water on this level, you'll first notice these really colorful...
Ew, what the f?
Goodness sakes, there's no way you beat it. But if you somehow do, you might get another chance.
What do you mean game over? The game over room?
So I'm sure you're asking now, what happens if you do unalive while playing the game, or in the level you cheated, or something like that? Well, you actually do get 3 chances at this game before you're sent to the next sub-level.
Oh, come on! Come on! 3 chances? People are just making shit up. People are just making shit up.
So if you do unalive 3 times somehow, which I guess you get really
every day. Yeah, you get 3 chances to finish the level.
You'll be sent to game over, which is a series of abandoned concrete halls that lead to nowhere, with strange creatures walking around and hostile entities waiting to attack.
He legit said unalive? What the? Ah!
The creatures that live here are just very strange, and the level itself is strange. There are random rooms that are placed in weird places, and there are bedrooms and offices that are abandoned.
Video.
When you get to the level, after failing the game 3 times, you'll see the game creator entity standing out in front of you, which is these red and blue eyes. You've seen it before. That entity will determine if you tried hard enough in the game. And based off of their decision,
bro, people just make shit
you'll
up.
regret it.
What is
enter
the Pope's rooms?
And if you look at him, he'll go into the nearest door and slam it right.
Ain't no way somebody made a level with the Pope chasing you around. Stop. I can't believe this. There's a Pope room. They have the Pope rooms now? Ain't no way they have the Pope rooms.
And those torches that are on the wall are the only is near, and it's more on that later. But the garden itself is full of flowers and weeds, and it just looks really liminal and creepy, and just eerie overall. The entities in these church hallways are smilers, hounds, and memory worms. And then there are 2 level exclusive entities here as well.
Is it
the first one is the nuns, which are humanoid type entities that look like nuns from real life, except these nuns literally don't show their face. Like they have a veil over themselves at all times. They roam the hallways and they seem to have no real meaning. They're kind of just floating around. The second entity is the Pope, who is almost never seen. But when people do see him, apparently he's staring at you and stalking you from around corners. And if you look,
bro, you see, this is why I'm telling you guys. I'm sorry that you are mad that Big Dick Masturbator 92's level didn't get featured in the movie, okay? But there's way too many rooms.
You'll go into the nearest door.
There's way too many levels.
Most of them are locked, but occasionally you'll run across one that's
there's way
not
too
locked
many.
And it's just open.
I'm sorry, the Pope
and
rooms
if you go
didn't
in
get
there,
included.
You'll see a very
not
liminal-looking
the hospital
room. These rooms are said to look
not the hospital rooms.
The structure and layout of this house change and get rid of people, you may be asking. It makes me kind of think that these pastries might have a secret ingredient
Hey, wait, let me in, bro. Let me in.
If you know what I'm saying. A secret ingredient that may or may not be meat. Not animal meat, though. Maybe just wanderer
Human meat.
But that's just a theory. A backrooms theory. After you order and get whatever pastry you did ask for, you'll be able to walk to the seating area, which is a liminal-looking diner place with booths and chairs and calm lights and what.
So basically, wait, what does this remind me of? I swear I've seen a building like this. Oh well.
But not just like an old diner. This area is only visible after you pay for your food and after you order, and before you pay, you physically just can't see it. And in order to pay for your pastry, you have to give almond water to the cashier.
I'm never giving almond water to the cashier. I'm keeping my almond water. It's my almond water.
So I've explained the level layout, I've explained what might be inside the food, but now I'm going to talk about the possible side effects that you could get from eating the pastries with the secret ingredient inside of them. The effects in this level will vary from wanderer to wanderer, and before you eat anything, you should know what these effects are. So if you order your favorite pastry, which is the pastry that the level thinks that you like the best, if you order that, it is the worst one you can do. It is the most deadly. Because when you're closer than from a foot away from that pastry, a nearly irresistible urge to eat the pastry will flood you. You just get this huge impulse to just dig right into that delicious food. You have to deny this impulse because once it's ingested, certain effects will occur as follows. In the first 5 minutes, you'll start to inflame and you'll start to get a sore throat. And 10 minutes after, you'll get gastritis. 12 minutes in, you'll get extreme erythroderma. 20 minutes in and after, you'll just pretty much go into cardiac arrest.
Well, I thought I would just shit myself, but damn.
Donut can give you cardiac arrest in the back rooms. Heard it here first,
well,
folks. Now, it's important to note here that after a person succumbs to eating their favorite pastry, one of the workers that works in this bakery will come out from behind the counter and drag the wanderer to the back room where the kitchen is.
You become the next
and when this happens, the clerk and the worker that dragged the body back will vanish into the back kitchen. And we don't really know what happens back there, but we can assume that they've walked into their own grave. Now, survivors of this level are few and far between. Backrooms were similar to this. Entities could walk freely around the level, and they would be completely fine and normal, just like the people were. Until one day, this effect seemingly just stopped working. Out of the blue, it just quit. Which, of course, sent the entities there into an...
what's next?
That's coming from the TV than others, or there might be less lighting in different rooms. For example, one of the rooms that you might start in will just have the sink area being filled up by this TV juice, but the other room might have the juice all over the floor or wall. We have no clue how far the rooms expand. It might be infinite, it might not be. We don't know. So now I'm gonna dive a little into what this TV staticky liquid might be. Now in the Backrooms canon, it's
TV juice room? What? Oh my, now you're just making shit up, bro.
It's known as HXMI-12 because that's the text on top of the TV, but its real name is unknown. The static's physical form is a luminescent, light, pinkish, bluish liquid with a syrup-like consistency and texture. The liquid smells like burning plastic and ozone, and it has this really staticky and volatile aura around it. It's made out of what seems to be random chemicals, and it crackles and statics when it leaks more out of the TV. It also rapidly changes colors from pink to blue, and this kind of gives it a strobing effect that can make people sick if they watch it. So watch out for that. Now, if you come into contact with the static, it will instantly cause a harsh burning sensation to occur, almost like you just touched lava or something. Even though it's not hot at all to the touch, it's actually pretty cool. It feels like you're being burned. The burning sensation is not the worst part though, and in fact, it's just the beginning. So if you touch the liquid from this TV, after an unknown period of time, the liquid on your skin will begin to spread and consume and envelop you completely until you become one with the static liquid and are just a static human like melting into the floor. This liquid leaks more and more from the TV the longer that you're stuck in the level, so the longer you stay, the more likely you are to get the static to touch you. It's kind of like floor is lava. So because of this, you'll need to escape as fast as possible, unless you want to turn into a liquid static human monster thing. Now, remember what I said, that some of the rooms are coated with more of this liquid static? Yeah, those are the rooms you're going to want to avoid, because even touching a wall in that room that's covered in it, pitch black. And the entire time you're here, you get this very unsettled and uneasy feeling from walking around. You can see why the environment's terrifying. At first, you won't feel as if anything's wrong. You don't see any weird creatures, and the sidewalks just seem to be strange, yeah. But to be fair, most of the backrooms is weird, so nothing really stands.
Wait, why is
this? The good news is that there's these dark, and you can hear loud thumping noises echoing through the hallways, and even sometimes electrical buzzes. On top of the loud noises and the ground shaking, there are these creepy ghost-like figures that speedily move closer to you. It's thought this blackout cycle is some kind of security system for the level, and it tries to scare people off. I mean, it would work for me if there was a ghost running at me in a hallway. I'm gonna be real. But apparently these ghosts can really mess up people's heads, and oftentimes people suffer amnesia attacks or PTSD from interacting with them. But when the blackout effect is not happening, it's almost like this level mesmerizes people in a way because of how big and grandiose it is. I mean, it's literally just these massive, huge golden hallways and marble hallways, and everything is just massive, and it's hard to take in the sheer size of it. I imagine that it would be kind of like walking into the Versailles Palace in real life for the first time.
It's like 6
but who knows?
hours.
Now I'm going to talk about the different sublayers or rooms of the level, and they're pretty neat, I gotta say. Sublayer A is made up of the Great Passage, which is the first massive hallway that seemingly does go on forever in one direction. Think of a huge castle corridor. And then there are different rooms that splinter off from this Great Passage. Sublayer B is made up of all the Curator's Halls, and this is a hallway full of statues of backrooms screaming. These screams might also be coming from the next part of the level, which is called the holes. These holes lead to underground tunnels beneath the town and beneath that mega building. These holes are randomly placed and randomly generated along the level, so no one really knows where they're at, but you'll know one when you find one, because it's just a big hole. And if you do jump into one of these holes, you will fall into a tunnel. And these tunnels are part of a huge system of long, claustrophobic labyrinths of tunnels that have a few inches of lukewarm water in the middle. The water isn't flowing, it's just completely still, and it looks like it's supposed to be a sewer kind of down here, except instead of being dirty and nasty like a normal sewer, these tunnels are 100% clean. There's no dirt, no grime, nothing. Just clean blue water and clean white surfaces. And the tunnels themselves are made out of this marble type of rock that actually dampens any sound that happens near them. So if you're splashing around or screaming, it won't be that loud, it won't be that echoey, because the stone absorbs it. The tunnels are also rare, but it's like this amplifier on this level. It's normally a noise that's constantly blasting full volume on this level. The noises are coming from literally everywhere, but it's like this amplified, disturbing, bass-boosted sound that you could probably think of what it sounds like. I mean, just look at the picture of this level and listen to what you would imagine the noise would sound like there, and that's what it would be. There are also objects in this level that float through the ground and the sky, and they come back up.
People probably got high as fuck and watched this whole part over and over again.
As of right, makes it more terrifying because you have no idea how nice. But yeah, the adopted level.
Backroom 7777.
So Backrooms level 7777, aka Bloodlust Masquerade.
We're on 7777. Do you see this, bro? Do you see why people are pissed off? Do you understand? It's like they cannot include 7,777 rooms of the They can't include all these damn levels in the movie. The movie would be like 2 million years.
Great.
It would be a
starts with a
movie.
warning For anyone who might get shocked or goofed up with stuff like mental trauma or light descriptions of gory stuff, if that kind of stuff messes with you, then you probably shouldn't continue.
Well, then maybe it shouldn't be called 777.
But as
that
always,
sounds
I do censor everything.
pretty positive.
Out, you'll be in your own room in the real world. Yes, your own room. This is not a joke or prank. This is the real life. You'll be in your room. But you will feel very strange, almost like you just gained a huge amount of knowledge, and that's when it starts. Out of nowhere, you'll have the sudden urge to find a piece of paper and start writing down a series of squares and lines as well as zeros and ones. You'll write this
10011001.
disappear during the day,
I don't know
but
what
they'll
I just
reappear
said.
at nighttime. I mentioned earlier that there are over 1,000 room types, so here are some of them.
Okay, I'm done.
Found on the surface of this level. Sensible to time. Time might not affect stuff here. And the level is also constantly nighttime, so that'll help with not fading things away. The level also has some other anomalous features, which I'm about to get into. The first one is that it is impossible for two people to be sent to the same spot here at the walls and roofs, all of them being made out of glass.
Well,
the floor of the level is light gray and is the
This is the Jesus rooms. Well, now you know, guys. Now you know.
only
Now
thing
you
that
know.
isn't actually
Now you
glass.
know all about
Since
all
the
the
walls
different
and the
levels
ceiling-
of back rooms. What do you think? What do you think? What level do you want to go to? I want to go to the Hello Kitty floor.